Hello everyone and welcome to the next best of 3 here in the second Intel Extreme Masters season. We are back in Group C and it is Grubby here in the bottom left spawn position in red as Orc, who is playing for the second time in this tournament, who was able to take the first big victory already on playday number 1, taking down Todd with 2-1, and his opponent is playing for the first time here, even though it's the second playday already. In case you don't remember, the schedule of Group C is kind of messed up thanks to insomnia, and yeah, therefore LiiLD.C here, the Night Elf player in yellow on the top right spawn position, is starting the tournament just now, and he starts with a regular build order, just gonna go for the Ancient of War creep here at the Null Overseers. And yeah, this is, by the way, a rematch from the finals of the first season, where both of the players met in the group stage, and eventually both of them dropped out in that group stage against Todd and Fire, who were able to advance. But in their best of 3, Grubby was the one taking it very clearly with 2-0, and we'll see if LiiLD.C this time can come up with something to yeah, be a little bit more of a challenge to his opponent. Blade Master is halfway out, first grunt is coming, second burrow is coming. Grubby with the very quick 20 supply PN, and we'll see once he's at 130 gold what he's gonna do here, which is now, and it looks like, yeah, it looks like he's gonna skip the shop here before the tech. So we're gonna go for a slightly quicker tech. DH is out, Ancient of War creeping begins, and LiiLD.C, the base is being scouted here, and he, wow, he's the 150 lumber already. He's not building anything else, so it looks like he's gonna go for a super quick tech here. Grubby scouting that. And we'll see how LiiLD.C is going to be able to transition out of this. He's killing one of the creeps, luckily only one of the smaller ones, with the Ancient of War, which is quite terrible to say the least. The Blade Master in the meantime starting by taking down the little green camp here in the corner. Grubby getting the gauntlets, not too lucky as well. And LiiLD.C is now just building the Hunter's Hall and the second Moonwell. So this is, yeah, hidden from Grubby, but it is a super late Hunter's Hall and second Moonwell. So clearly wants to surprise his opponent here, who buys the Dust of Appearance at the shop before, oh, I guess this may not have been intentional. Yeah, before heading further towards the top left corner to the fountain, to be more precise, which the Wisp here is going to find out about. And tier 2 tech has now started. Hunter's Hall is about to finish, so we're going to have a little bit of harassment by these hunts while the tech is going on. The first of the Null Warrants is going to grab here. The Demon Hunter apparently doesn't want to harass here, at least not just yet. What's he going to pick up here? Boots of Speed perhaps, once it is 19 o'clock, which it is now. And Grubby with the Gloves of Haste here as well. I just quickly want to compare the techs, because yeah, LiiLD.C has delayed his own tech here by quite a bit by getting these 2 buildings eventually before starting the tech, whereas Grubby going for the tech without his shop previously is, you know, somewhat fast with the tech, and he's healing up right now. Everything is looking somewhat healthy. Demon Hunter wasn't really able to do anything here. Blade Master maintaining a bit of an XP lead thanks to, once again, as stated before, the one Null not providing any XP here. The first, where's the Ancient of War? Ah, okay, he's walled off his base here with that one. This wall looks just fine, except for this move maybe, which could be a pretty easy target eventually. Demon Hunter at the Voodoo Lodge here, and yeah, this is the downside of that Voodoo Lodge. He's got the staff as well, so he's gonna be able to, you know, risk quite a bit here without really running the risk of dying. And Grubby's actually going ahead and grabbing himself another bunch of XP. The 2 Trolls have been taken down first. The first Grunt and Blade Master have taken a bit of damage already though. And the first hunt is now joining in. I think now Grubby knows about LiiLD.C's strategy. And given that his shop was cancelled, this is quite the big risk he's taking here. So far hasn't taken all too much damage though. So it looks like he still should be fine. The Blade Master is out of mana, so this Ogre Magi is yeah, not going to be too easy to finish off. Shop is being rebuilt right now, and I think this could actually turn out quite painful for Grubby. SH is coming, but I think the shop should be probably cancelled here. Yeah, the shop is probably gonna fall here if Grubby doesn't decide to fight with all of these low HP grunts, which also wouldn't be great. So I think he might be forced to fall back to the fountain here because he doesn't have any other healing at the moment, but then again he doesn't want to have his tier 2 buildings cancelled, so this could already turn out to be quite the awkward situation for Grubby. Beastmaster second bot for LiiLD.C, who is not adding anything tech wise just yet. I imagine it's gonna be lures, or maybe it's just for some harassment with the hunts, but that would delay potential tailends by such a lot of time. SH is out right now. Hex is being cast slightly too late. The SH is already halfway out of mana without really having achieved anything. Grubby is just gonna have to fall very deeply into the back of his own base. The Beast Tree is about to finish. No Spirit Lodge yet, and immediately produces the first Raider and Ensnare and his double Ancient of Lore. LiiLD.C yeah, trying to keep the pressure up here, not going for a super quick tier 3 tag or anything like that. So we're gonna see a couple of Dryads here early on. The Blade Master really needs to be careful. He doesn't have Boots of Speed, and he's gonna have to try and keep the DH away from his first hero here. In the meantime, 3 of the grunts out in the middle of the map. I think, yeah, he's gonna have to fall back to the fountain right now, but that is not great news for his base. The first Raider's out, another grunt is out, and they are gonna have to stay passive here and hopefully not get killed all too easily. LiiLD.C charging forward with the Beastmaster and 3 hunts. 2 of them super low already. He should really not overcommit against those burrows, because yeah, 2 of these hunts, as just stated, are gonna have to fall back as well. And Snare is not finished yet. It's gonna need a while. Grubby is keeping everything alive here at the fountain. Blade Master, no, okay. Feels like leaving the Wisp alive here. LiiLD.C now going for tier 3. First Ride is coming, and Ensnare has just finished, as we've heard, I think. Should have been Ensnare. Yeah, Ensnare just finished, so he could Ensnare here, but he is a little bit too sleepy to do so, as it appears, and therefore none of these 2 hunts are gonna fall. In the meantime, the altar has been killed, which is no big deal for the moment. But yeah, Grubby has a barracks and Beast Tree to work with. Next Hex goes onto the Beastmaster, surround on the hunt, so he's gonna get that one killed. The Raider needs to pull back though. The slow of the Dryad is really painful and should secure the kill on the first Raider here, not before Ensnare hits the Dryad though, and that would be a pretty significant kill, as it would prevent these slows from occurring from now on, and therefore Grubby is going to be able to at least work a little bit more freely for the time being. But there's the next Dryad joining the fight already. Next Grunt gets slowed immediately. The next Archer gets picked off as well though, and I think Grubby, with the strength of these grunts in the early game and the next surround against the next Dryad, super important, is doing pretty well so far in this little skirmish. The next grunt is going to be slowed, but the Demon Hunter, using the Staff of Teleportation, has to get out of the fight. He's taken tons of damage already, healing up immediately. The Moonguys are empty though right now, and nighttime is still quite a long time away. Actually, could have bought a Moonstone here. I think would have been a very good and very reasonable investment. Staff used here for the first time, and he's going to be able to pass that to the Beastmaster to staff the next hunt, I imagine, but actually he's just pulling the hunt out manually. But yeah, look at the Demon Hunter taking so much damage again. The Raider is coming in, and Snare was cast here or used here, but the Demon Hunter just was running out of range. The next Dryad just gets ensnared and killed in return though. And Grubby is doing a very good job taking these low unit count fights. Is the Raider even gonna get away? It looks like the answer is no, because the slow lasts too long. 37 supply remaining on both sides here. Grubby getting another Wisp killed here for free. I think he just cancelled the critical strike. That would have been one dead hunt, and he's really trying to keep the pressure up despite having no more mana on the SH and on the Blade Master. And I mean, even though a bunch of units are low HP, the Demon Hunter does have a potion here, and the damage output in between those trees is really nothing to be underestimated. Next Ensnare goes on one of the Dryads. Next Hunt's getting picked off. One of them is falling, the next one is staffed out, but a Dryad falls. The only Raider of Grubby at the moment is in some trouble again, but another one is coming in. And is he gonna get this around here with the Grunt on the top? Yeah, he decides to close it with the Blade Master on the top. The Demon Hunter has to use the Town Portal out. Wow, what a long fight here. With very few units, Grubby just locking down the surrounds here one by one, using his units pretty much to the maximum. And had he had a shop available previously, by the way, double beastry, if there had been a shop available more early on than with Speed Scroll, Grubby could have even done better here, but I think he's really come out on top of this fight. Added his second beastry. In the meantime, does he have a warm? Yeah, he does have a warmer already, even getting the second defense upgrade. 1-1 upgrades on these Grunts and Raiders already. So yeah, against the Bears, which LiiLD.C might transition into, you know, only Raiders, most likely not gonna work. So if this game goes on for a little while longer and LiiLD.C is able to gather up a few Bears, then Grubby is eventually gonna have to transition either by just adding a bunch of Kodos from his double beastry or by adding a Spirit Lodge. But, you know, that is a big if, because Grubby's got quite a threatening army. LiiLD.C has 2 bears, third bear as well in production. They are master already. So despite the fact that Grubby has a supply lead of 8 here right now, I'm not sure if he's still able to really capitalize on that. His both of his heroes very close to some important levels, and there's still the Ogre Magi remaining here. Scroll of the Beast has been found on the right hand side shop. Blade Master is actually going for some harassment, just wants to make sure LiiLD.C doesn't get away with creeping the red camp greedily here, but he doesn't do so. One heal scroll, by the way, on the side of Grubby, one invul on the Blade Master. And LiiLD.C XP wise, as you can see, he is clearly behind currently. Rejuvenation used onto one of the Hunts, and the Raiders are coming in. The Blade Master sees it and comes in from the top as well. Hex on the first time for the Demon Hunter, who's picked up the orb, by the way, as well. One Kodo Beast has joined Grubby's army already, and it's gonna march forward and grab this bear here. And there are only 2 bears remaining, and LiiLD.C, I don't think he's got the mass yet, especially as the first bear has already been picked off, and only 1 bear isn't really too much of a threat here. The Demon Hunter with the orb is able to pick off one of the Raiders, and speaking of Raiders, they are doing a tremendous job against the Dryads here at the moment. The heal scroll has already been used, the SH is already out of mana. Next Ensnare and Backstab kills the last remaining bear for the time being, and it's only the Demon Hunter remaining and 1 Dryad in this fight at the moment. And actually he doesn't have anything to save the Demon Hunter. He needs to use the heal potion, and then he's gonna have to pass the staff to get out of this one perhaps. But Grubby at the same time is taking tons of damage on his Raiders, and he still hasn't been able to pass anything, and the Demon Hunter is falling. And it's still 50 supply for Grubby against 29 for LiiLD.C. And the next bear is probably gonna fall as well. Deny here by the Beastmaster, which isn't making things all too much better. Grubby still up by 20 supply. A lot of that is very low HP and just abusing the free healing of the fountain right now. Therefore, I guess Grubby for the moment is just going to try and get as much out of the situation as he can. There's no more Hex available, so this Beastmaster should be safe at the Moonwest. And again, the damage output is pretty low on the side of LiiLD.C as well, so finishing anything off isn't going to be the easiest task for him here. Blade Master also still has the invul, is falling back for just a moment. Another 3 Raiders are coming in, and now he could actually go for the kill on the Beastmaster, but he decides to ensnare the Dryads here instead, and it seems to be a fine decision as well. Now Scroll of the Beast has been used, and both of the Dryads have fallen. LiiLD.C has nothing remaining here. He's got the Beastmaster, which is not even level 3 yet, and that's it, and 1 bear. Alright. So yeah, we'll see how far that's gonna get him. The altar gets killed very easily. Quill Beasts spawned here, but the Blade Master with the Scroll of the Beast very easily is able to deal with those. And now he's going for the kill on the Beastmaster. 3 ensnares available, and this one is probably going to get killed right now. Yes, it is. And level 4 on the Shadow Hunter, the last bear. Yeah, okay, one more is about to spawn. But would have been the second to last bear killed here by Grubby. And fair enough, after this early game, he decided to just go for basically, a transition that very quickly gets a lot of fighting power on the field, and that may have just been due to the decision making of LiiLD.C investing into those hunts early on, and due to the fact that his the time or the part of the game around the time when both the players reached tier 2 wasn't going all too well for Grubby, and perhaps he figured that going for a more standard late game oriented approach wouldn't have worked out so well. And yeah, with that approach, with the large number of raiders early on, and the very fighting oriented middle game, he really got out on top there and was able to finish it eventually before LiiLD.C really got into his comfort zone with a lot of bears and decent army to work with his superior unit composition compared to mass raiders and like a few colos. And yeah, Grubby takes the 1-0 here, and map number 2 will be Twisted Meadows.